their main substation's about 16 miles away from us, so it's not a massive transmission, but it's a fair size transmission. And again, having that cost amortized over the life of mine through our power consumption agreement that we'll be finalizing with them soon is really huge.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Luke Norman. He is the chairman of S Gold Corp. And Luke, it's great to see you again. How are you?
I'm well, thank you, Steve. Just enjoying the dog days of summer.
That's right. And what you have is a news release out today talking about, obviously, which is a key part of the construction of what you're doing there at the CK Gold project. That is getting power. So I'll let you take it from there. Big announcement.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a very big announcement because we are constantly asked questions by our investors or potential investors as to, okay, well, where are we heading now in regard to development? You know, people understand that we are doing what we term a bankable or a definitive feasibility study. So that takes from, press back in February of earlier this year, which was a pre-feasibility. And this really ties it all together and shows everyone the actual economic footprint of what CK is going to look like and how we're going to finance it, etc. So this is a huge advancement for the project. Of course, electricity is going to be delivered to us right to the gate at an amortized rate, which is tremendous. It just continues to show the strengths of this project. You know, we're going to be ahead of time on power and ready to construct.
And just so people understand, this is really the first step toward a dedicated power line. And that's the key part of this, is that this is going to be yours because you'll need about 30 megawatts of power to operate that, correct?
That's correct. Yeah, and look, their main substation's about 16 miles away from us, so it's not a massive transmission, but it's a fair size transmission. And again, having that cost amortized over the life of mine through our power consumption agreement that we'll be finalizing with them soon is really huge. I mean, you know, other projects elsewhere in the world, they're looking at hundreds of millions of dollars to get power transmission to the site. And here we are in such a great community and location outside of Cheyenne that it's as easy as signing the dotted line.
Yeah, and that's a key part of this, is that you're dealing with partners that really want to work with you and really want to see this project move forward. And that's a big sometimes stumbling block for companies when they can't get people to agree on something like this.
Yeah, absolutely. And so again, it's just another one of the benchmarks that we set ourselves very early on. George and his team, our CEO and our executive team have done just a tremendous job of just continuing the momentum and getting this project online, on budget, and on time.
Yeah, and you mentioned the definitive study is still happening, and all the work is still continuing on that, right, Luke?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the market wants to see from us definitive numbers. You know, they really want to be able to show. They want us to be able to show. Sorry. Contracts in hand for everything from construction of pads for putting on crushers, etc., all the way through to the end product. So now we're going to be able to show them a line item, contract signed, ready to go study, which ultimately is just project financing at that stage. So we're leading up to the final project financing is where we're going.
Absolutely. Well, power, a big part of it. And you've seemed to solve that problem now, at least the start of it. Luke, good to see you again. Thanks very much.
You too. Thank you, Steve.
All right, Luke Norman, the chairman of S Gold Corp.